On that note,
we've been together 7 years, so we seem to have this.
3 more and I'll be out for good behaviour. Oh.
Right.
On that note,
welcome back to another episode with DNA. So,
what you probably gathered from the thumbnail.
What thumbnail? My one?
No, the thumbnail on the cover, goose.
Oh.
So you don't need a long neck to be a goose.
And what do you call me?
Anyone who follows cricket, Gladstone small, old no neck. That's Nick.
Anyway, stop mucking around. Just fill him in on what's going on in our life.
Yeah, so we've put the house on the market. And we've decided to
be full-time travellers.
So we bought a couple of little things today. Gone with some noise cancelling headphones.
Oh, just shut me up.
They're really just to block out Nick's whinging. And we've gone with this little media
microphone
mod for the GoPro to see if that can stop a bit of our wind noise and that while we're out and about. But on that note, we did look at some like those SLR cameras and stuff like that. Yeah, if it's too technical, I'm not going to be able to do it, and Nick ain't going to help.
Definitely not.
So
I don't have an eye for.
No, but it's
yeah.
we're thinking probably going down the path of one of them because I know this GoPro is going to overheat in a minute, and then we'll have to put it in the fridge for a bit and change
like
the
me.
battery.
Menopause.
Yeah, so the GoPro does get menopause. Right, so any suggestions on something that I don't want to be going spending thousands and thousands of dollars, but we do want to get a reasonable one but without spending too much money that is fairly easy to use.
Yeah.
So what else have we been doing?
Right, so as far as the decision making goes with selling off the house, we kind of like... We seem to, Dave and I have only been together 7 years, so we seem to have this...
3 more and I'll be out for good behaviour.
We seem to sort of get a house, renovate, and then we're bored.
Same virtue happens with the caravans. We get them, build them up the thing, and we travel in them and think, right, we'd like to change this, that, we can't do it, let's sell and go again. We
have tried to travel full-time several times now, and we seem to get stuck in a place and buy a house and renovate and then think, now what? So we've been back in Perth from Crather probably when
did we get here? November just gone was a year.
Yeah.
But we were away for 5 months of that year doing our Cape York trip.
Yeah. So we really love the caravanning lifestyle. So we're all about work-life balance. We're on the other end of 50. So, look, don't need to tell people our age, you know. Anyway, we just sort of feel like I think that caravanning lifestyle will suit us. You know, then you've got a different location, you know, regularly. If you like something, you can stay a bit longer. If you've had enough, you can move on. I'm a hairdresser, Dave's a butcher, so I potentially are going to be cutting hair. Just pop my sign out and hit me up for a cut. For the ladies that want to colour, if you buy your own colour, I can pop it in. Maybe could do a little bit of eyebrow tinting and maybe that beautiful moustache that we occasionally get. So, and Dave probably, you know, do a bit of butchering. He's pretty handy with most things. So we're definitely going to do a bit of, well, we're going to have to do a bit of working as we travel because we're going to set ourselves a budget. Because if it's full-time travel, you're going to have a budget.
Yeah. So when we sell the house, we're not touching that money. We're going to put that money away for when we do get back.
Yeah. If we get back, we may even find somewhere amazing. Who knows? We don't know.
So then we're gonna we just brought Nick a brand new car, so we're gonna sell that, and that can help fund the first part of the trip.
Yeah.
And then obviously we will, if we get to a town, we'll we'll see if we like the area. We'll see if I can get a job. Nick can cut hair from the van or wherever she is. And
well, we got a dog, so for you that haven't followed us before, we actually have a staffy. So we both can't be out working and just leave her unattended. And a lot of caravan parks say you can have dogs, but can't leave your dog unattended. So depending on where we're sort of based, that's going to have to factor in as well. So whether it's both of us working or not.
Or Nick can go to work and I'll stay home.
Yeah. So we're sort of really excited to do this. A little bit scared, a little bit nervous, but we've literally only just put it on the market this week.
Yeah.
Had our first home open yesterday, which was quite positive.
Yeah, there's, what they say, 17 different groups come through looking.
Yeah.
And a couple of Eastern Staters. So who knows?
Yeah.
Could sell tomorrow, it could take a month. But
yeah. Either
we don't
way,
know unless you give it a go. So
neither of our bosses are happy, but
well, not that they're not happy, but I mean,
not happy to lose us.
Yeah.
And so we sort of just feel like this could work for us, and we're not gonna put a time frame on it. I think
everywhere we go, we get bored very easy. So this is why
the slowing down thing is going to be
a hard thing for us.
Yeah.
So this is why we do YouTube. We get a little bit of money, but like, $120 a month is not enough to do anything. So what we will do, we are aiming to get better at it so that we can actually get stuff. So obviously this stuff here is what we got from the proceeds of our first paycheck from YouTube. So we'll slowly get into it, try to get better at our filming and our editing. We will we want to get that camera so we can start getting slightly better shots so that we can zoom in on things
and showcase the area a lot better.
Just slow down a lot more. So we do have Starlink, so we can pull up at a place, and I'm looking at another drone. Why, I don't know. I've got the first one and
caused you a head injury.
Yeah, I used it half a dozen times. I can't even remember how to use it now, but I want to get a new one that's got the screen is actually built into the thing, so you don't have to add your phone, so it's a lot easier to use, less setup time, and then we'll go from there. But we have booked a trip that's been on our list for a long time.
Really long time.
We booked a trip over to Tassie. So what is it now? It's a long weekend in WA.
Yeah.
So this is Monday the 4th of March. So we've booked for I think it's the 16th of November.
To mid-January.
So we'll just see.
Yeah, I mean, it's all going to depend on when this sells, and obviously we're selling absolutely everything. So cars, furniture, knives, forks, plates, the lot.
If it doesn't fit in the caravan,
it's not coming.
And it's not going to make us open. Well, we shouldn't say fit, because Nick will put
Well, actually,
50,000 shoes in.
If I keep eating, I'm not going to fit either at this point. But yeah, so we've got a lot to do. We've got a lot to sort out.
So even if this house sells in a month, we won't be on the road in a month.
No,
we still want to do a couple of little things. I'd like to put a long range tank in the 62,
which
and
means
put the spare wheel on the back.
Yeah.
So there's, that's not cheap. It's probably another $5 or $6 grand to do that. We want to get a bladder, so that we can carry a little bit extra water in the car.
Yeah.
And then when we're away we can drive somewhere, fill up the bladder, come back to the van instead of dragging the van everywhere. So
some more solar panels on the roof of the van. Yeah. So just a few little niggly bits that we just would like, just to make our life on the road, a lot easier and a lot less hassle, and be totally set up so that we can free camp, because Tasmania has a lot of free camping. And we much prefer to free camp than be in a caravan park.
We like to pull off on the side of the road somewhere, and across the Nullarbor was unreal for that. There's lots of places.
And I think that's the thing too with us slowing down is, we watched a YouTube the other day about all the things along the Nullarbor stretch, and there's so much to see. So that is going to be our biggest challenge is slowing down, because I'm not a crocheter and I'm certainly not a baker. So
what do you say?
That I'm more of a coffee and cake girl than a hiking girl.
So it gets to the point where I mean, there's only one way to get better at that, and that is to start doing more of that. So
our
she's going to
plan
have to
is
learn how to either fly the drone or drive the car with the van on.
Shit. Okay, so yeah, and it's going to be a lifestyle for us. So it is definitely something we are going to have to learn to slow it down and, take in the view, see what they have on offer.
I hear that.
Oh yeah, we counted how many
times Nick went.
And I could be a rapper.
In her last video, everything.
Oh my god, it was like
she had a
20 odd.
Had a
like
tick.
a tick. Like a 20 odd.
It was an 11-minute video, and every 30 seconds she went.
Oh,
we're all funny things.
Yes,
but
we do.
It is what it
stuff.
is.
So, we're just trying to be really honest with you guys and keep you up to date. We still want to be trying to put our content out weekly. It's probably going to be a little bit challenging now because obviously we're
trying to sell the house.
Yeah.
We don't really have time to go away because everything in the house once it sells got to be sold as well. So it might not be weekly for a little bit until we get on top of getting this house sold.
We might just sort of do some little upgrade stuff like we're going to be doing is obviously, we want to do the awning holder, and obviously Dave wants to do a few things with the car. So there'll be a little bit of stuff floating in and out. We just keep you up to date and in the loop with what we're doing. That's all we can kind of do at the moment. We did plan on going away somewhere for Easter, but
it will depend on what's happening with this house.
Yeah.
Whether it's got to have a home open, whether it's sold, and we're trying to get rid of all the furniture because it is a 4x2 and everything. I mean, everything's got to go. So we've got to look at that side of it as well.
I may even do a girly one again, which, I know it's not for everyone, but, us girls. So I might do a girly one about how am I going to fit my handbags, shoes, clothes, makeup, jewellery.
She takes all this crap all the time and wears the same thing.
It's not crap.
Uses one bag, but like it comes in, you should see when we're packing the van, she's coming in with clothes folded over her arms. What are you doing with that? Oh, but
I need options. I need options. Girls got to have options.
Shut up. I get the hand. Shut up.
So anyway,
then she takes it all out when we get home and goes, I wish I'd never done all that. So.
I know. So be it. But so we're just going to keep you in the loop and hit us up on the comments about
so we're looking for some ideas for these cameras. I do notice a lot of people that use them when they're sitting down like this, it tends to either focus on me and then it'll focus on something behind me and it sort of blurs in and out. I don't know if that's on every camera or just the one that certain people are using.
Not really a fan of that.
I'm not a fan of that, but I mean there might be a setting, as long as it's not too technical, but there might be a setting that can sort of fix that out, or obviously put something up behind you so it's not focusing in and out.
Yeah. So put something in the comment below if you can help us out with some suggestions as far as that goes. And
so
kind of scary
but frightening, like
but excited.
We all been brought up to like your parents, you work, you buy a house, you pay the house off, you retire. We don't want to do that.
Not anymore. We just feel like, why do we have to have a base? We have a beautiful caravan and we love Australia and we just want to experience and explore and enjoy and slow everything down in life and just breathe. I think that everyone just gets stuck in that whole work, Netflix, couch, YouTube, back to work.
We can do all that in here anyway. So why do we got to be paying off a
mortgage,
$600,000 or $700,000 house to sit in the couch when we got this and we own it? We could do the same in here.
And we knew that would happen as soon as we decided to buy something new. We knew we wanted to be on the road again.
Yeah, because it's like when we buy it, like we bought this house from Runcorn and we still had the house up there and it just made you want to move.
Yeah.
Whereas we probably should have stayed in Karratha a little bit longer, had to finish at least a couple more years. We're both in good money, but things happen. Life changes, they're curveballs. And the amount of people that say, geez, I wish I could do that. Look, anyone can do it.
Anyone can do it.
It's like standing on the edge of the
bungee jump.
Yeah, or the pool. You make it easy, just a swimming pool, Do I jump in or not? I'd love to jump off that ledge, but just do it.
Just do it. And I think that side of it with our age is a little bit scary at the end of it, but as we said, we're going to invest that money into a term deposit. And look, we may even get back at some point and want to get another van and keep going. We may sell everything and go overseas for a bit. We want to just leave it totally open.
We just leave it open and see what happens.
And fingers crossed we don't come across a place and love and stop within 6 months like we seem to do.
Yeah.
But our plan is to not.
No.
And slow it down. So I hope you guys can come along with us and enjoy the journey and our mistakes and our banter and our probably a lot of arguing.
I was always arguing.
Yeah, there's always arguing.
No matter what you do, you're wrong.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, cheers guys.
No worries.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks. See
Bye.
ya. Bye.